Alright, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We have got Maja. Silence. Maja is she's a REVZILLA Geek Squad? Gear Geek. A REVZILLA Gear Geek. So if you are lucky enough to call REVZILLA, order some gear and talk to you, now we can put a face to the name. Do you give your real name when you talk to customers?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah? You're like, hey, this is Maja.
Yeah, and like when they chat too, they can see my photo.
Oh, awesome. Alrighty. Well, I'm thrilled to have you on 10 Questions for Riders. So, you ready for your first question?
I hope so.
You hope so? It's kind of a two-parter, or even a three-parter. Question number one. What was your very first motorcycle experience? How old were you? What was it on?
I can't really remember what it was on. The first photo I have of me on a bike, I must have been top like 2 years old.
2?
Yeah.
Wow. That's little.
Yeah, I can send it to you so you can.
There you go. Maja H2.
Yeah, and then I think I have like.
Were you on the front or the back?
I was in the front, holding the handlebars.
Right.
I started out riding in the front against the tank when I was like 3 or 4, maybe 5.
Was it a family member that took you on the bike?
Yeah, my dad.
Your father took you on the front of it? Okay.
We didn't have a car.
Okay.
We either had to walk, or if we were lucky enough we had a motorcycle. It was like, I think the first bike of his that I remember was a Neko 100. Is some Indian manufacturer.
Okay.
Like really, really tiny.
Now, what part of the world is this in?
In Colombia.
In Colombia. So you're Colombian?
Yeah.
From Colombia?
Yeah.
And you grew up down there?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the very first motorcycle that you owned?
The very first motorcycle that I owned was Harley Sportster 883.
Harley Sportster 883. That's a big bike for your first bike.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the first one I had.
It's the first one you owned. That was your own first bike. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. And was that in the States?
Yeah, that was like almost 20 years after that first experience.
So, who first taught you to ride a motorcycle? That's the third question.
I would say a bunch of people attempted to. It was hard because I was shorter than I am right now. So and my dad was short, so he would jump on the back of the bike and his feet would barely touch. So we'd crash and fall a lot. So he stopped, and then one of my uncles taught me in a smaller bike, in Suzuki 125. And that went better. I started riding it to school when I was about 14 or 15.
Okay. So no requirements for a motorcycle license down there?
I don't have a motorcycle license in Colombia, but that doesn't stop me from riding.
Doesn't stop you from riding? Okay. You learn to ride, you get a bike, you take yourself to school on it. Cool. Alright. It's okay. It is what it is, right?
The legal age to drive is 16, so I was well underage.
You're even underage on a motorcycle. Wow. Okay. How often do you ride?
I try to ride once a week on my day off. Sometimes I get the chance to ride twice a week. Okay. But that's about it. I mainly do it for fun.
Right.
Because I love it.
Yeah. Question number 6. If you could take a long distance road trip on a motorcycle, where would you go and who would you want to take with you? Anywhere in the world and anybody you could take, whoever you want.
I always wanted to do one around the globe, but I think
around the world?
Yeah.
Or like the Ewan McGregor long way round?
Yeah, but take a lot longer.
Okay.
Than they did.
I'd take a year to just go around the world.
I used to hitchhike, so like it would be like next step up is like doing it on a motorcycle.
Camping along the way?
Yeah, like that. But I think I would rather choose around Colombia, like every single corner I can find with my fiance, so he can see how beautiful Colombia is, because I've traveled a lot down there, and it's a very unique experience.
I bet it is. Question number 7. If you could only own one motorcycle for the rest of your life, and this is the magic bike that never goes wrong, and there's always parts available to fix it, what would it be and why? and you're young, so I'm sure you probably don't have a lot of knowledge of bikes. Maybe you do. I don't know. Do you know a lot of bikes?
I feel like I would probably go for something dual sport, so I can use
a dual sport. Okay.
On and off road, and like I can just switch the tires if I want to be road.
Especially if you're going to be doing a road trip in Colombia, you're going to need.
I'm going to need both.
You're going to need an off-road, on-road dual sport bike. So you got your choice of KTM, Triumph.
I like the
BMW GSs.
Yeah. I like the KTM Adventure, the 390 and 790 and the 860.
Yeah.
So I may go for one of those, but I also like the GSs, and like the new 310 like brings another option for me, because I've been on GSs and like they're just so huge, even the lower CCs.
They're a big bike.
It was never like, I never considered it a possibility.
Right.
But I think the KTM,
All right. Question number 8. Do you have a favorite YouTube motorcycle channel that you follow and watch?
I follow a few. I mainly watch Fortnite and
Yeah.
REVZILLA. I watch our own videos.
You watch your own videos. Cool. All right. Question number 9. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you while riding a motorcycle?
Okay, I must have been about 7 years old. I was on the back of my dad's bike.
Right.
We like grew up on a farm, so like going from the city, it was like a dirt road, no lighting, nothing. And we were playing that we were being chased by someone shooting at us. I don't remember if we were cops or we were criminals. It was a game, and he got shot in the shoulder, so he was riding like this.
Right.
He lost control and he went into a ditch, and we both fell off the bike. So I think that's probably the scariest thing.
Ended up in the ditch.
Yeah.
Crashed, basically. So
yes.
Crashing was the scariest thing. Were you wearing a helmet and gear?
A helmet. I never really learned about gear until I moved to this country.
Right.
And it probably was a half helmet that wasn't DOT approved.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about motorcycle riding? We know it's dangerous. We choose to do it even though it's dangerous. Why do you do it? Why do you love it?
Because my middle name is Trouble, and then my occupation is danger. That's what it is.
Your middle name is Trouble and your occupation is danger, okay.
It's just like the best expression of my independence.
Being able to go wherever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah.
Never getting stuck in traffic, always having somewhere to park. Yeah. The freedom.
Yeah.
So tell me about your current bike and why you chose it. It is a what?
It's a 2018 BMW G310R.
Right.
Reason I chose it, it's a single cylinder, easy maintenance, and it's only 350 pounds as compared to 550 for my other Sportster.
Right.
I chose it because I had an injury and I needed something lighter. I didn't need it. I could have waited, but I needed it.
I see. Yeah.
I needed to ride.
Yeah.
So that's why I have it, and so far I love it.
So far? How long have you owned it?
I just got the registration and the title last week. Probably a month, tops.
So when you were riding down at Ride for the intermediate course, you were on one of their bikes?
No, it was this one.
It was this bike?
It was
brand new to you?
Yeah, I probably had it for like a week or two.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Very cool. So what have you done to it?
So far,
Rear spool?
Yeah, I put the axle sliders. I attempted to install the front ones, but apparently I'm too strong to break it.
Okay, the axle sliders on the rear, and you've got
the engine guards and the bar ends. And then the puke windscreen.
Right.
And I think that's it so far. I'm getting some new low profile lights and some mirrors that have like less vibration. Because even like when you barely get to like 40, they start vibrating a lot and you can't really see anything.
Right.
I got the tank bag. And
that holds your phone as well, right? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's got like touchscreen compatibility and everything.
And that attaches to the gas cap?
Yep.
There you go. That's very cool.
OEM
and
ones.
then it slots in. Nice. It's a great looking bike. It really is. Really
And then
fantastic.
Fender Eliminator kit is on the list.
That's you're gonna add that.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, final bonus question.
I thought that was a bonus question.
That is a bonus question. Is there any bike that you would really like to try? If you could just maybe an antique bike or a MotoGP sports bike.
I would really like to try the LIVEWIRE, but it's so heavy and tall.
A LIVEWIRE, the all-electric Harley.
Yeah, I want to try that just to feel what it's like to just get up to speed, not worry about gears, and see how it feels like.
Yeah. Automatic transmission. Well, it's not even automatic. There's no transmission.
There's no transmission. It's just
that's right.
A throttle. That's it.
Just a throttle and go. Well, Zero makes electric bikes. You've seen the Zero bikes?
I've
and they're
seen
much
them.
smaller and much lighter than the Harley.
They're not the Harley.
They're not a Harley. You're a Harley girl.
My whole life.
You're a BMW Harley girl.
Yeah, first bike I fell in love with was the Night Rod. I always wanted a Night Rod. But then I met Sportster. It was a better match for the time being.
And how often do you ride your Harley?
I haven't been able to ride it in over a year. She was plugged into the tender because I had to take a trip to Colombia last year, and then when I came back, I injured myself like a month after I got here. So.
All right, Maja, thank you so much for being on the channel, answering my questions. Continued success and safe riding to you. And I hope your REVZILLA career is successful.
Thank you.
Awesome.